Hi everyone, my name is Rebecca Turner. Today I'll be doing my first book critique. I picked 5 different books. 4 of them were picture books, and one of them was an informational book. I picked these books just based off of what they were about and the pictures, and I really had a great time doing it. The first book I picked was A Ball for Daisy. The author was Chris Rashka, and it was also illustrated by Chris Rashka. The genre was a picture book, and the award was a Caldecott Medal. The reading level was kindergarten, first grade, and second grade. This book I found really interesting because it actually didn't have any words. It was all illustrations, but it told a story in itself. The story was about a smaller dog getting its ball taken away by a bigger dog and how the younger dog or smaller dog reacted to that. It was a really great informational book that could show kids how to react in situations that aren't necessarily fair. The second book I picked was A Sick Day for Almost McGee. The author is Philip C. Stead, and it was illustrated by Aaron E. Stead. The genre was picture book, and the award was a Caldecott Medal 2011. The reading level was preschool, kindergarten, first grade, and second grade. This book was really interesting because it was about a zookeeper who got sick for a day, but his friends came and visited him and were still there for him, and it showed a lot about responsibility and how your friends care for you. The third book I picked was Hello, Goodbye, Window. The author was Norton Juster. It was illustrated by Chris Rashka. The genre was a picture book, and the award was a Caldecott Medal winner 2006. The reading level was first grade, second grade, and third grade. This book was really interesting because it was about a young girl saying goodbye and hello to her grandparents as they took care of her every single day. As she grew up, she still realized the importance of having her grandparents in her life. This book, Kitten's First Full Moon, was written by Kevin Hanks, and it was also illustrated by Kevin Hanks. The genre was a picture book, and the award was a Caldecott Award winner 2005. The reading level was kindergarten, first grade, and second grade. This book had a lot to do with imagination, as the kitten thought that the full moon was a bowl of milk. This last book, book 5, was a book called Plants Feed Me. The author and illustrator was Lizzie Rockwell. The genre was an informational book as well as a picture book, and the award was a D. Barry Children's Science Book Award. The reading level was preschool, kindergarten, and first grade. I picked this book to be my future book for my first book critique. The first lesson plan that I planned out for Plants Feed Me was based on the Ohio Standard Life Science in kindergarten, saying explore the difference between living and non-living things. This book was about a child discovering how plants feed him, and it talked a lot about the different types of plants, fruits, seeds, and other living things that give nutritional value to children. It also talked about how those things come about, whether it be a seed or otherwise. In this lesson, we would create a class project to see the difference between living and non-living objects. I would bring a plant and a rock into the classroom, and the children be able to see the difference throughout a couple weeks of the differences between a living and a non-living thing. For this one, I made an artifact that they would use afterwards to compare and contrast. The first one is a plant, and the second one is a rock. They can compare and contrast the things that it can and cannot do. A living thing can grow, breathe, eat, and drink water, while a rock cannot grow, eat, breathe, eat, or drink water. My second plan is a language arts lesson plan for Plants Feed Me. It comes from the Common Core State Standards, and it says use a combination of drawing, dictating, writing to compose opinion pieces in which they tell a reader the topic or the name of the book they are writing about and stating an opinion or preference about topic or book. In this lesson, I will read the book Plants Feed Me, and the children will have the assignment to write about their favorite fruit or vegetable to eat. They will use this story to talk about their opinion about which fruit or vegetable talked about in the story would be their favorite, and they could use plants or vegetables, anything they would like to describe their favorite thing to eat. And they could use pictures or words to make the storybook. Thank you all so much, and I hope you enjoyed my first book critique.